Hey y'all. Nothing crazy. The stuff you guys have seen before. That's the thing. Some stuff is gonna be like, I'm not gonna say boring, it's gonna be consistent. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be consistent. Alright, pretty much moderate weight, squeeze at the top. Alright, so as soon as I lift it off, I could quickly tell the sweat on my back was gonna keep me slipping a little bit. That's the only thing. When I put a towel here, the towel slipped. When I put my sweat on here, the sweat slipped. I'm just kidding. But, so, I have to I do that on the pendulum too. I gotta wipe the sweat off my body. I gotta wipe the sweat off the machine. So I can kind of get that, I gotta stick to it, for that leverage. I noticed when I'm going slower, it's better for me to put this as an incline, or, this is an incline. Because I haven't figured it out, but it kind of really keeps my back can stay pretty straight. It can stay pretty straight. When I'm going slow and it's more like level, I feel like there's a little bit arching going on. So I'm gonna just finish out with wipe off all the sweat and then do one more of these. All right, y'all. So I wanted to explain about these pull throughs. So I was kind of scared to go back to the 50 because when I did the 50, my form was wrong because it was a little heavy. But I've been practicing. I've been like doing it like every week because what was happening with the 50, my form was off, and I was, like I said before, I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but I'm going to say it one last time. I was more like looking at it like a hip thrust because I really wasn't familiar with the movement. I knew about it, but I didn't really know like how to do it properly. So I was thrusting, and I was overextending in this area. That's why this whole area was like strained and sore many days later. Like I was like, whoa, like I didn't know what I did. And then I tracked it back to this. I was like, that's what it was. But here, if you, like, I really see the difference in between what I was doing and what I've kind of learned to do. You know what I mean? Like the hinge. Like I don't even bring it. I just bring it back up to like neutral, and there's still a squeeze because that tension is there. But I'm not overextending, right? Like that's not doing anything for you except straining here and then back and all of that. So I just want to mention that. Honestly, I did the 50. I don't think I did 50 since I kind of got my form right, but that actually felt good. And as long as I can keep the tension. And here's the thing, you have to keep playing around with the feet positions and coming out all the right amount of steps out. Also, this rope in between here, the right amount of, I guess you can call it slack in the handle so that you don't feel like you have to overextend at the top because you allow yourself enough slack so you get it right in the neutral position. All right. I'm not here to teach. I'm letting you know these little tips. That's the thing. That sun's there, but it's okay. I'm gonna just say this real quick. So on Fridays, I'm not gonna lie, like Fridays isn't supposed to be like super heavy or anything like that, but I'm supposed to be like, I'd say like higher reps, a lot more like slower, but just more feely type stuff. That's what I'm gonna call it. I try to get this in at least once or twice. So this will be usually in the mix on Fridays. So last time what I did Friday, I did kickback, straight leg kickbacks. That felt good. But the abductions is something, I'm working at. I'm working at that. So I don't think I should really let off that one. Sun's in my eyes. I don't really think I need to let off that one per se. So that's in the mix. The thing is, like I told you guys last time, I don't want to get in this position where I'm just like doing things that I've already kind of done throughout the workout. Like I said, it's kind of like doubling up when I do RDLs, kind of. It's a very, very similar movement. It's a very similar movement with the RDLs and then the pull through. So I got to figure out, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. I feel like each week rolls back around, I didn't reset. And that's what happens sometimes. I'm not going to say I'm good at that. But what happens is I say I'm going to switch up the program, and then I don't. And so then I go into the next week, and then I'm like, well, let me just do that next week. And then I'll reset over the weekend, but then I won't. So, like I said, I'll probably just go inside, do like a little superset. I'm going to do abductions and the little straight leg kickback things. And then, like I said, I'll kind of reset. I think I'm going to go ahead and reset over the weekend, plan out the next week better. So it's not like I'm a whole bunch of doubling up and a whole bunch of like excess reps and excess like work. I want everything to be like just enough. You know what I mean? So I'm not like overdoing it and like duplicating stuff that I don't need to.